Welcome everyone to Life of Giants. I am one of your hosts, Dino the J Lake Marvel, and with me as my host today is Cole Clayton. What's happening, sir?
Another day in hell. Another day in hell.
I mean, this is the thing: is the easiest way to take control of your income is something that you do, which I'm very jealous of because I don't think I would survive a day doing it. Is you DoorDash, and that's the thing is the hard part is during the summertime, I don't know how it works, but during the wintertime, I know exactly how it works. I don't want to leave my house because I'm lazy and I don't want to go in the cold.
Right.
Hi, Victoria. So it's like,
Summer kind of sucks.
yeah,
People are on vacation. People are going out. People are eating. People are grilling. And then but it's just hot. So as a DoorDasher, you're just like, it's so hot. It's so hot. But winter, oh my God, do I make fucking money hand over fist.
I mean, this is the thing, right? As it stands, this is for me personally, as a larger person, and even now that I've lost weight, my wife has taught me how to layer my clothing properly. I never knew you could layer clothing. I just needed it to fit. So it's a whole new world.
What do you mean layer your clothing? What does that even mean?
I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind, sir. But instead of having just a shirt or a sweater or something on top, you're gonna wear different types of material that do different things so that you don't look like a Gore-Tex jacket like this. When you walk around, you're like, I'm warm, but I can't move. Instead, you look stylish.
I have that problem though. When it's cold out, all I do is throw in I have this thick hoodie that's probably I don't know, like a quarter-inch thick, and it's got cotton in it. Yeah. That's all I wear because I don't get cold. Because I got the fat, all the fat. I don't look fat. That's the funny part. I am bigger in the midsection, and even when I was fat, even people are like, "You're not as big as you say you are." I'm like, "Dude, I'm over 300 pounds." And they're like, "No, you're not. You're not 300 pounds. Get the fuck out of here." I'm like, "No, it's all on the inside, like where my organs are, like my heart and my lungs." I'll be like, "It's so hard to breathe." And my heart, I feel like I'm having a heart attack all the time. And people are like, "But you're not fat though." I'm like, "It's in there. It's
in there." Listen, just because it's not doing the job to your eyes, it's doing the job to my organs.
Yeah, it's killing me. I kill myself for you.
100% factual. Layering is important. Look at sandwiches. I mean, that's fair. Today we got Jersey Mike's again, and it was delicious.
Is that good?
Listen, it was so they slice the meat in front of you, they slice the cheese in front of you, they do all the toppings, and even they had your fat is modular, Cole.
Modular.
I mean, so was mine. That was the best part. I would walk around, I would have a big puffer jacket that Victoria got me, that her company makes, right? And I would have it unzipped around my belly. And I'm like, I'm still perfect. I feel great. But then when I would go inside, I would touch my belly and I'm like, it's solid ice. And I'm like, oh, that's probably not healthy. That's not a good, you shouldn't freeze parts of your body. That is not doctor recommended.
I have the same problem.
Yeah.
I know it was a medical condition though.
No, just fatitis. It's just fatitis, which that's the thing is the best part about pumpkin spice season, which it is specifically that you get to wear more clothing and not feel as gross. You're not going to start sweating. The hard part about this right now in September is you leave the morning and you're ready for winter time, and by the afternoon you're like, I need to cut my pants off. It's too hot. I can't do that.
Dude, I hate winter time because it'll be ridiculously cold outside, but as soon as I get inside, I'm sweating like a coke addict.
I mean,
people are like, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. It's just hot in here.
It's just and that's the thing is,
me too. I'm this really is warm, bro.
Listen, this is my problem with coat check. You're like, listen, if you're gonna have it boiling hot inside, filled with people, you best have some coat check. You may have to have draw check because my underwear is soaking wet now. Okay, I can't. It's not okay.
I don't like the idea of giving a person, a stranger, my coat. You know,
Also true. Also true.
it's
Like
the same thing with valet. I don't like people having my shit. 'Cause I worked hard for my jacket in my car. You know,
I don't need you adjusting my seat. Okay.
that's the other
Hire
thing.
someone. Hire
My
someone that.
mirrors and shit.
Yeah. I want you to. If you're gonna drive my car, you ain't gonna touch my settings. Okay. I remember I did that once. I turned on the car and the radio just blasted me out of my seat.
Mm.
And I just walked over. I grabbed him by the head and I was just like, "Listen, I will fucking murder you." Like, what is your like, bro? I got so enraged. Uh,
How dare you touch my radio?
oh yeah, yeah. You're working, sir. You're not here for fun. You don't get to
Right.
listen to music. If you want to listen to music, you listen to
You
your
want to go have
phone.
fun at work? Go to your fucking car and go figure it out. Go fucking find a job. Go work at a smoke shop, like where they smoke weed all day.
I love this. Victoria's like, if a coat is designed properly, you should be comfortable indoors and out. So Victoria, what
I'm
you
not designed properly.
yeah, but Victoria designs like $2,000 coats, which are designed properly. Cole and I, we shop at whatever fucking fits store, and whatever we can afford store, and those jackets are not designed quote unquote properly. Okay, Garrett Hayes, what's your favorite Nickelback song? I mean, what's the not the Spider-Man one? What was the other one that they did? I like the Photograph one. That's nice. It's a good song. They're catchy, man.
I'm
Like
just
I'm
a
not.
Nickelback guy. I can't name one.
I know. Like they're not. Like you look like
I
you're
love them.
part of. You look like you're in the Nickelback group. Let's be honest.
You look like a Nickelback fan. I seen
Yeah.
it live. That was
Yeah.
my first concert ever. Was Nickelback.
Ew. Mine was Crisscross, and I'm telling you,
You saying ew to me?
I was 9.
That's wiggity 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 whack.
It was wiggity wiggity whack. I'll tell you that. And I was afraid to go in the crowd. I was 9 years old, so
9. Who the fuck takes a 9-year-old to a concert? That just sounds like a buzzkill.
my
They
second
were
oldest
using
brother.
you as an excuse to leave early. That's what that was.
No,
Oh,
no,
we
no, no.
babysitter.
No, that's not true. Because I went with my second oldest brother, which means if I was 9, he was 19. He had a bomb time. And he was in the crowd.
Your parents just kept having kids, it sounds like, for a long time. That's a long.
They had kids as long as they could afford it. So they were rich, so it was fine. Yeah. It worked out really well. Whereas your mom had kids indiscriminately.
I mean, that's not just that's a family thing.
That's
I did the same thing.
It's okay. I've been
I didn't know that like nobody told like I didn't even find out how much having having the baby just labor cost. When I got the bill, obviously it was all covered because we're poor. But when they sent me the bill, I was like, I damn near I almost suffocated on air.
Yeah, give the baby back. If this is what it costs, give it back.
It was like $27,000 just to birth it. I'm like, how does that cost? It was gonna happen regardless of y'all there. How can y'all even charge that? I don't even make sense. The baby was coming regardless of anybody was there, and y'all are gonna charge us money? Get the fuck out of here!
Though, hey, trust me. You know what? Like it happening and nothing bad happening is $27,000 to $40,000 in the U.S. If something bad happens, bro, it immediately goes from 27 to 150, and you're like, what the fuck, bro? And they're like, wow.
Here's the thing: y'all know how I feel about her. So, the fact that something bad didn't happen kind of fucks me in the grand scheme of things.
That's fair.
So, if anything, fuck those doctors.
I mean, listen, they should have tried harder. They should have tried harder. But what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to the hospital next time.
Oh, I don't know.
My sister was born on the couch. I seen it happen.
There's a lot to unpack in that statement alone.
She was,
none of it is, none of it is good.
8. Was that 8? That was 8.
That is getting taken for your first day of ever touching a baseball bat, and they're going, you're going to the big leagues right now. There you go. Off you go. That's immediately, here's a full-size bat and a helmet, covers your eyes, just go for it, you'll be fine. That is not a kind thing. That's not a kindness.
Like Jeff Goldblum said, life finds a way.
Life does find a way. This is the thing, is I've heard of stories like that. There was a TikTok. I don't know if where a guy was driving his sister. I don't think it was his wife, but it was his sister, and he had cameras in his car. One of the cameras was like pointing towards her, and she was just like, "Yo, it's happening right now." She pulled down her fucking. They're driving. They're in a car. She pulls down her pants, and then she's just like she's hiking a football reverse, and she's just like, ah, ah, and you're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
You went crazy with that. I
You
didn't
brought
give
it up.
any details.
I mean, like that's a lot. And like right there, I remember when we were talking about having kids, which we still hope happens at some point, you know. But like I was like,
So
I
you're
don't.
only starting to get to be grandparent age.
That's fine. But all right, I'm gonna live till I'm 900. Again, I told her, I'm like, I don't want to be in the delivery room. She's like, you have to be in the delivery room. I'm like, I do not want to be there. I will be out smoking a cigar. She's like, no. I'm
That's
like,
one of those old school things that I don't agree with. It's like it's good to be in there. Like it's your child, especially if it's a boy, your first son. You want to see your first son being born. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna teach him not to expect love from me right from the beginning. Just no.
Mm.
See, Victoria, look what you're doing. Thank you, Cole. No, don't listen to him. What does he know?
I'm a father. Like I know more than
Yeah,
you on
but
this
your
subject.
wife isn't. Yeah, you don't have a wife. That's not. That's backwards. Okay, don't
Okay,
listen
but
to him. He's doing it backwards.
that wasn't ever going to happen regardless. Like I was never going to make that one.
At least not that one.
I
Self-made.
don't think any of them. I'm not.
No, that's fair.
That's why I had to be in the room there because I was like, I'm not interested in every party here. Just the one coming. You know, the one entering. You know what I mean? Like I got to be there for him.
I think pumpkin spice. Little do people know, Atlas, the epileptic comic, he is addicted to pumpkin spice, but he lives in LA. So you can go to any corner store and just have it intravenously injected into you.
The fucking pumpkin spice is like come on, they like grow it there. That's where pumpkin spice is grown. Right off the fucking right off the farm.
It's a weird thing where like
they have it out in powder form so people can just take a straw.
I mean,
out there on tables. Here, you want a key of it?
Yeah, I mean, you want a little bump of pumpkin spice? I feel like that's a good party. Like if they have bumps of pumpkin spice, like can you imagine if they were like, "Hey, we have cocaine, but it's pumpkin spice flavored, just to make it easier."
Flavored, like, scented.
Yeah, I married one of those gals, the irrevocable. I'm irrevocably insane. Yeah, that's fair. That's yeah. We already knew that, Atlas. Come on, that's fine. But yeah, no, it's the whole idea that like you say pumpkin spice 3 times and immediately somebody calls you a twat. It's just, you know, it's a weird time to be in. At the same time, I love pumpkin pie, but also that might be just because I'm fat.
I don't really like pumpkin spice, if I'm honest. It kind of tastes like heartburn. You know? Tastes like heartburn feels.
Okay. Well, let's be honest though. Does everything taste like heartburn because you're fat, or is it pumpkin spice is what you don't like? Because both are
tastes like I'm gonna get heartburn.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe it's just.
As soon as it hits my mouth, I'm just like, it's gonna burn in a minute.
Do you get heartburn when you deal with horrible women because they like pumpkin spice? So it may be like a Pavlov.
Sometimes there are certain women that give me heartburn.
Like that's really Nina Tucker. I'm a high school principal. I removed the snack vending machines. People call me healthy daddy, but we need to get better meat in the lunchroom now. I mean, that's a fair point.
That's Nick Tucker, not Nina Tucker.
Oh, well.
I was like, what?
You know what? I think it's Nina because he's removing snack machines from schools. You might have a vagina then, Nick.
Right there.
Nick, why do you hate everyone around you? Because they definitely hate you. So why are you in an animosity relationship with other people? Like, if you need to get better meat, yeah, spend more money. That's how that works. Yeah. Treat it like an actual business and not a thing. But then you have to charge people. That's horrible, right? Remember, they're children. They can survive off of sawdust. It works. I hate my students. Oh, well, that's fair then. Oh, yeah. Then fucking, you know what you should do is take out all the caffeine and then bring it back in 2 months and watch the shit hit the fans. It'll be really entertaining.
Nick Tucker, you should get in touch with The epileptic comic.
comic.
He's a teacher.
He's a
Oh,
high school teacher, and they don't.
competition.
Well, he's a high school teacher, but he doesn't. They don't let him fight his students, which I think, as a high school teacher, you should be allowed to fight some of your students.
They don't let you fight your students anywhere.
The
That's
little,
not, I don't think that's a rule. That's like that's just like
No.
kind of just a known thing.
Hey, if you play it right, you can hit the little ones. No one will believe them. That's fine.
That's fucked up.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's just a joke, everyone. In poor taste, but I don't give a shit. So, yeah, no, that's like, yeah, I'm. Here's a question, Nick. Did you always hate your students, or did you eventually start to? Because learning to hate them. So I'm 59 years young. I need healthy snacks. Our machines have veggies, straws now. Yeah, you're a horrible person, Nick. But yeah, that's fine. You should take care of your health because you're 59. You should dope the young ones up with caffeine, though, just to fuck with them. That's, Also, veggie straws, gross. What's wrong with you? What's up, Serge? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I think there's a lot of people in education that hate kids, which I find odd. I know there were a few teachers in my schools that all hated children, which I'm like, that's fine. They're easy to hate, but why would you do that?
How did you? That's like a weird job to end up at. It's not like I hate customers and I work at McDonald's. Well, okay, I can see how you ended up at that job.
Yeah,
because like that's just how you. That's like one of those jobs that you end up at when you suck at life in general, and you just kind of free fall into that job. But I don't think you can free fall into becoming a teacher. You know what I mean? You have to take active steps kind of towards that. You got to get like a college degree. You know what I mean? Then you got to apply for this job. They have to interview you. You have to pass a background check. You know what I mean? Then you go through the rounds, walk them through this. Like there's a lot of choices, a lot of time to take that job and to not take that job even.
That's fair.
You the whole time that hating the kids didn't cross your mind, you know what I mean? And at any point, as you continue to do this job, you can still quit. That's the funny part. Like you can quit.
But hey, it's
kids. That's weird. That's a weird thing about you when you have this job.
But okay, hold on. Number one, I subscribe to your page. Am I still a terrible person? Oh, Nick, I am also a terrible person. So subscribing to my page, while is very helpful and I appreciate greatly, doesn't really make you any better a person in general. Just like it's still,
we're terrible people. That's why we have.
We're definitely terrible
on YouTube.
100%. We're not good people.
We're not like judging you in like.
No,
we're looking down on you. We are judging you.
That's not true. I definitely look down on everybody because I'm Greek and taller than you probably. So it's not personal. It's just in general. I started as a gym teacher in 1988. Oh, that's a great time, bro. That is peak dodgeball time. You must have took kids
Why'd you
out.
quit? Why'd you stop doing that? Yeah. You moved up and you fucked up. You stopped being able to hit the kids with the balls.
Yeah, bro. Look, I sit at a desk all day making decisions like what vending machines. Yeah, Nick, you did it to yourself, man. Get out there with a dodgeball and just zing a couple kids. Pow! Hey, do you remember that sound? Do you remember the sound?
For me.
Hey, those red balls when they just boom, and your kid would be like, ah! And you could hear their brain rattling around in that skull, bro. Like that's Nick.
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Nick, they tricked you. Listen, the higher up you become as a teacher, the harder it is to break that golden fucking handcuff to your leg. Now you're making good money, but you don't get to boff kids in the head with a fucking volleyball. I mean, listen, man, I was in high school and I took a substitute teacher's face out with a volleyball, and I went, "Sorry, I got a wonky serve." He was so unhappy. He's like, "You did it on purpose." I'm like, "You can't prove that." I'm like, "Sorry, you got hit," but they won't let us play dodgeball anymore because people are cucks. I didn't say that. Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean, we can't even play tag in school anymore. They kind of stopped doing that right around when I quit, or I quit when I was finishing school.
Hey, he didn't finish school. Just so everybody's clear, it's what he thinks is finishing.
I finished early.
Yeah, he finished early.
I feel like they gave up on me, but I still got the paper thingy with the ribbon on it.
Like, I still think that you should teach the phalanx setup in school, especially grade school. Teach kids how to make a phalanx with shields and spears, learn how to work as a team. After that, life is easy. If you can get your students to master a phalanx of war, everything else, they can become doctors, engineers, everything's fine. They can become president. It's a lot harder than it looks. I'm just saying, like, there are skills that you can gain while you are young. I was too fat as a young person. It was horrible. But your guts, you guts would love the wasabi soybeans. I have some right beside me, so you're absolutely sir. And also to Nick, if you go back,
my wasabi story, my wasabi pea story.
Listen, Nick, if you go back into my shorts, you will have seen I actually I've done some hot stuff on this show and another show we have, Hammered and Cheese, which is tomorrow. I did what's called the Jolo Chip Challenge. I did a chocolate. I've done a chip. The chocolate, I thought I was going to die. I almost died the next day when I had to poop. I had to run so fast. The first time I've ever had to poop from spicy stuff, where it's spicy on the back end too. It was rough, but it's awesome TV. So check it out. There's some shorts of it. You can check it. It's very enjoyable. But yeah, wasabi peas. I've taken handfuls of wasabi peas to try. It's immediately I regretted it, but at the same time, I had more. They're delicious. You know, I find if I'm eating spicy food, I feel better. That's the only thing. Like a pumpkin spice latte, but back in the day, is what like cinnamon and other stuff. You know, smash some shit. I mean, Elrad, it's my shit. I'm not gonna smash my. I come to your place and
send me some shit to smash.
Ah, thanks,
No,
Nick.
wait, let me clarify that. Let me think not actual shit. Don't send me actual shit though. I will smash.
Oh, we can do a Smash Room episode. Do you guys have some Smash Rooms in your area?
No.
Okay, so because you can pay, or I think they're called Rage Rooms.
No, they're called schools. You forget. I live in America.
Yeah, that's fine. That's horrible. So I'm from Toronto, Canada, and Cole is from, like, I want to say the nexus of the universe, but now he lives in Ohio.
Cleveland. I live in Cleveland. I don't live in Ohio. I live in Cleveland. It's a different place. It's not the same thing as Ohio. It's kind of technically a part of Ohio, but it's better than Ohio.
I mean, kind of, sure. Cause some chaos. Elrad, watch this, okay? I'm going to do this very quickly just for you, Elrad. Watch this. Now open your door. Trust me, there's chaos right there. Well, shit is shit. I mean, Elrad, you need to read a book, bro. What's up with that? Come on. Hello from Central Maine. Central Maine. Ooh, you got any wonky stories there?
Speaking of which, this is where my sister was born, in a couch in Central Maine. I want to say Portland or LaPorte or something like that. Portland, Maine.
Why was she? I have a lot of questions with that. Elrad, I'm from Ottawa. Oh, come on. Elrad, you're asking me for chaos? You're in the heart of darkness up there, bro. What are you talking about? Ottawa is where everything bad is happening in this country. And you're asking me for chaos? Bro, I'm in Toronto.
Where's Ottawa?
We got them here. See, lames. Why?
You're lame, CNC.
That's weird. Disliked.
Fuck you.
If you dislike this show, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. You know why? Because when you dislike, it makes it go to even more people. Because you're a piece of garbage, CNCV.
We dislike you, CNCV.
No wild stories here except the mass shootings in Lucid. Bro, being in Toronto, I've only heard about those things happening like while I was in school, and I was like, oh, it's a States thing. And it's like the idea of that shit happening is terrifying. So I can only imagine. Yo mama lame reported. Bro, you are such a tax on society. Watch this. Like, I hope that, oh yeah, put the user in a timeout. Suck it. Loser. Yeah.
Degeneration.
Hey, just remember, as an adult, you've been put in timeout. You know what that means? You never became an adult. You never hit puberty. If anything, you're in and back
from a stranger, from another man.
Oh, that guy on the bottom must see people and he cats. Oh, okay. So Nick, we've been going through this where it's like, yeah, we suspected from the beginning that it wasn't that they were eating the animals, but they were using it for like voodoo shit. And apparently that's come through. And like,
Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, suck it, V. Thank you, Elrad. I appreciate you, sir.
Hey, Elrad knows what's up.
Yeah.
That's W Rad, okay?
Hey, there you go. I mean, like the idea of coming on here and like, listen, we're not for everybody. LOL Trumpers. No, God. See, this is the worst part is people are like, you're for Trump. No. I don't agree with any government. They're all bastards, right? I don't think any of them are on the side of the people anymore. And that's the problem. Now, I think some are worse than others. Got your back, fellow Ontario, man. God, if it was only that easy. I want to see more of Ontario. I've seen parts of Europe. I've never been to the east or west coast. I've been to Montreal, which, you know, Montreal was, I went for the nudity.
I went to Quebec where we were like, they spoke in French when we were trying to get some PFK. And then we were like, do y'all speak English? And they're like, a little bit. And they're like, okay, how do you order just the bucket? And they're just like, just order the bucket. I was like, that's pretty good English.
Yeah, no. And when you go into Montreal, they're like, I don't speak English. And you're like, all right, then what do you want from me? I don't care.
They're just France outside of France.
No, he was right. You guys are lame. Well, Charles, your last name is Voigt. Touche. You're lame too, loser. Gingerbread Man says, I love Trump. Hey, I understand that. I'm voting for Trump for a third time, but only because I enjoy watching. That's reasonable, Nick. And realistically, Nick, you need something. You can't go from playing dodgeball with kids in the 80s to being a pencil pusher and not have a bit of a rage. Like, it's fair. I get it. Absolutely.
That's kind of where I'm at now. I kind of just like, okay, the system isn't on my side at all. So I'm not going to go out of my way to say Trump is like our savior or anything. Like a lot, like some people do, but like these MAGA guys specifically. But like at this point, he pisses the system off enough for me to be like, I'm voting for that guy just for the fun of it.
Okay, but and that's the thing is, a system in chaos means it can't ruin my fucking day.
Right.
It's not a
hard time doing it. At least.
Yeah, let them have their own chaos and just they have their own problems. That means I can just get on with my fucking life. Then you got me, Mr. Voigt. You got me good. I appreciate you, okay?
We like you too, Charles.
Listen, and as you can see, I can tell my snack food vendetta. Yeah, I'm all for chaos. Listen, also too, like let's be honest, snacks aren't as good as they used to be. Even like chocolate doesn't taste proper. It just tastes like shit. You know?
So are y'all going through the same thing we're going through as far as our food supply being poisoned?
Yeah. So we're halfway between you guys and Europe. So Europe is very strict. Okay, and you guys are basically the Thunderdome. You could do whatever you want.
It's crazy that of all the things that Europe could be doing, they're doing food right. Like they're like they fuck up so much shit in Europe. But they're doing that better than us. Like that's what's crazy.
Yeah. No, that's fair. So like we have half the rules. We have half that Europe has. So we're not as liberal as you guys with regards to how much processing can go in food, but we're not as strict. And we should be. Like Europe, like the whole idea of bread lasting more than 3 days, you're not eating bread. Those are just fluffy chemicals. That's it. It's not bread, what you're eating. It's just, it's ridiculous. Montreal is a bunch of upstuck French cucks that treat it like their own country. Sorry, but they upstuck. Oh, no, that's 100% cool. But they do have hot broads. Right, so and they're okay with a little extra,
Speaking of hot broads,
all right.
Do you want to plug the thingy real quick? Well, we got all these people watching.
Oh yeah, well coming this Wednesday, we are going to have Thursday. Yeah, on the 26th, we are going to have Wienerpocalypse, which everyone, just so you know, is basically going to be me gorging myself on hot dogs until Cole starts to cry. That's basically what's going to be it. So please tune in. We're going to be at 9 p.m.
Hillary situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't believe the polls.
Whatever. The point is, We're having a hot dog eating contest. It's going to happen tonight. We are going to have other people here. Some will be hot broads. So come check us out. This is a true story. Hold on. This is a true story. The student government at my school thought they had power to impeach. Oh, so okay, Nick. So we do another show on Sundays called Generation Dance. Me and Atlas. Atlas is the epileptic comic who does. He's a teacher, and I was talking about it. He had to teach about dystopian societies and so on, like Brave New World, 1984, all these kind of books. So I told him what they should do. You should leave one book out for them to choose. Let them have debates. Let them have, arguments about what book to choose, and then let them make a decision. And then be like, "This isn't democracy. I choose. Fuck your decision." And then that's the best lesson for it. Being realistic, the president will bring a lot to light concerning the government. I mean, it already has, bro. Like, it's a mess. All right, it's a bureaucracy that's more focused on staying in power than serving the people that it's supposed to be responsible for. I've got a Kamala harassment. Can you imagine that idea where it's like, I'm going to charge you with harassment because you've been mean to me? What kind of mental shit is that?
That's how you end the fucking marriage these days. Now. You just say, "Can I see my kid?" And they're like, "No, harassment order." What? I just wanted to see my kid, bro. Like,
bro, this is hilarious. Yeah, but you can't understand what they are saying, like trying to seduce an ape with hand signals. Oh, that's why you just give them money. They understand that it's like a French girl, what she'll do for chocolate. It's fine. Yeah, you just give them a little money, they'll do whatever you want. Do you all have guests? Yeah, all the time, Travis. So
all the time.
The
and we're
better
doing different kinds of shows throughout the week.
All the time. So you know what? Like, listen, tomorrow we do Hammered and Cheese, which is Hammered and Cheese is presenting Wiener Apocalypse on Thursday. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday is when we normally do Hammered and Cheese, and that is where I make fun of everything possible under the sun. Cole has to try and attempt cooking a recipe. It looks experienced. It very is terrifying because as soon as he has a knife, you're like, someone's gonna die immediately. But so far, no doubt. He cooks, and also at the same time, every time you buy him a shot for $3 because he is monetized. I, God willing, will be monetized soon, but he proceeds to get more and more drunk through the day. So we have had other people on as guests who will dictate, kind of trying to tell Cole how to cook said recipe. It has been hilarious. I'll be honest with you.
I specifically want to bring up the chicken tender curry situation, the episode.
I mean, like, there's a lot to unpack on this. Sometimes it's wild. It's a wild thing. Yeah, but hot apes. Yeah, the women sometimes hairy, but smoking hot, right? Talk shows, pussies. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Are you guys comics? We both started as comedians. I do some comedy, not as much as I would like, but at the same time, I hate kissing people's ass, so I kind of stay away from it just because.
Right.
Like,
I'm kind of cold retired in it.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Oh, and also, you know what? That's a good point. Thank you, Marco. Don't forget What the Fuck Wednesdays. So What the Fuck Wednesdays, we will both be regular guests on, which is through Upside Down Studios. They are very enthusiastically opinionated. So while they may not be on air channels, we happily go on their channels. And so if you want to get emotionally riled up with regards to the madness that happens, not limited to some people's, this person right here, feed getting taken down literally midstream.
Dude, they got the FBI watching him. Speaking with Marco, send me the thumbnail for your show. That way we can start plugging it during our shows.
Absolutely, please. Did you ever get exposed to Stern or Opie and Anthony? Yes. So we had it. Actually, you know what?
I watched it too. Yeah.
To go really wild, we would listen to Howard Stern through Rochester, New York, usually 88.9 or 88.7 on the FM dial up in Toronto. But he was who I heard about the second tower getting hit. Not during 9/11, I was listening to Howard Stern, and he was like, "What the fuck's happening?" And then the second tower hit, and he's like, "Everybody's got to go home. I'll stay here and lock it down. You guys need to leave. You can just go be with your family." And I was like, "Oh my god, he's not a total piece of shit." And then I was like, "Yeah, he's a piece of shit," but he was thinking about other people's families. It was pretty reasonable. But yeah, Opie and Anthony, not so much. Opie and Anthony, I felt were more twats. whereas Howard Stern was just a pervert. C and CV.
Hey, we got
Hey,
him roped in, dude.
Hey, you want another timeout? You want another timeout?
And he waited just to talk.
Hey,
That's
and
doing
let's
us
be
a
honest.
favor, Steve. We love you.
Listen,
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, and listen. Hey, the first C and CV is your wife, isn't it? Don't lie. Don't lie.
That's cuck and cock. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Cuck and cock.
Hey, and let's be honest. I bet your wife pegs you like a lot. A lot. It's fine, man. Listen, it's 2024. We can't judge you, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. You getting pegged.
He lets other men fuck his wife, and then he lets his wife fuck him in the ass.
Oh, and he loves it. And he loves it. Okay.
Favorite thing.
You guys would love my buddy Carl in Rochester, probably. I mean, as long as he hosts Who Are These Podcasts, he has a similar humor to you. I mean, so if he's dead inside, please send us a, you know what? Feel free to comment
to reach out to us, and we're always looking for guests.
Yeah, do you know the Genetic Marvel stuff? We're on all platforms. We would love to connect with them. Even if you tag us both on a post on Instagram or something like that,
we'll reach out. Yeah,
we'll definitely reach out. Serge, what the fuck? Serge, listen, people came for us. We had to fight back.
You can't. Yeah, you can't control what we say. Like you started it.
I know. I'm sorry, Serge. Serge has been here forever, everyone, and he's a good person. If you come at him, I'll cut you.
He's an OG. Yeah.
He was the man before.
He's been here. He's been here since we had only one view, which was him.
And even then, he was just having it on the background. He's like, "They'll get it someday. That's fine. That's not, you know." And I get it. He was patient with us. It's been a couple times. Oh God, it's one of those things where you just wonder. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. Someone just sent me a link to something.
That dude?
Yeah, it's the CNCV's page. It's very entertaining. Yeah.
Somebody open that.
Hey, the first C is definitely for his wife, and she begs him for sure, no question. That's all right. Hey, listen, buddy, we feel for you. As a new subscriber who loves the show, I will treat Serge with the ultimate reference. See, listen, you know what, Nick? This is the problem with today. Is people don't say, "Hey, this guy's been around. I'm going to show him respect as long as he doesn't disrespect me," which is reasonable. It's completely reasonable, but don't come in first thing, kicking in the door and trying to change it. You're like, hey, we can all be happy together as long as everyone stops being a cunt. But, in hindsight, maybe just be like, check out Stuff About 9/11 was a bad idea podcast about generational differences. Generations. I mean, if anything, the one thing about being older is we just literally go, is that a hard question? Let's hit that first. And we'll handle the rest later. It's fine. Just nod. It's easier. I mean, sometimes.
I heard an awesome 9/11 joke today. I don't know if I want to tell it just because, it seems like a street joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of. I think I sent it to you, right? It was fucking kind of funny.
No.
I'm not going to tell it. I'm not going to tell it.
What made it more funny was then she was like, "Welcome to the 9/11 memorial." You're like, that is a time and a place thing.
Oh my God, the timing on that was amazing, dude.
Very
much. You need to watch her shit because she ropes you in. She got big tits or whatever. But then when you actually watch her content, it's actually legitimately funny. So I'm like, oh, this bitch is actually funny. I'm gonna actually follow her instead of just browse. You know.
Okay. You want to hear something really hilarious? Is CNCV is his bio line for his channel is a channel about whatever, whenever, one love. Bro, you came in here calling everybody names. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a dipshit. God, you definitely get pegged a lot. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Sorry, guys, but I was in New York when it happened. Oh, no, it was not funny. It is not funny at all. Bro, I've been. It's not nice.
9/11 wasn't funny.
No, it's not.
All the jokes about 9/11 are hilarious.
I mean,
It was a layup, dude. I had to say.
There's nothing. Hey, there's nothing funny about 9/11. The jokes, very funny. Let's come on. We're not monsters. We're just not funny. I think we each remember exactly where. Yeah, I don't remember what I was doing. Nothing good. But
I was just chilling. I was like 7, so I didn't really care. Was it 2001? Yeah, he's like
that's, you know what? It's alarming how many times our podcasts have turned into be like, what were you doing during that? You're like, oh, that's a lot to.
Yeah, like no. Can I want to go on record and just say that shit was like 25 years ago. America is like no, you're a Canadian, so like this probably does. It probably affects you even less. But like it was a terrible event.
Yeah.
But we're kind of like the girlfriend that like didn't get over the boyfriend cheating 25 years ago. You know, like never forget. I'm kind of forgetting, bro.
I mean,
like I got grown siblings who weren't even alive when it happened. You know what I mean? Like, and then I could try to explain to them what 9/11 was, and they're like, "I don't care." I'm like, "That's fair."
So anyone who's watching on Facebook, you can see Marco's comment is just damn. Yeah, it's not. The men with the woman saying that jumping to save themselves was hard. Yes, I mean, listen, that's the thing is like at some point you force yourself to laugh about stuff, change perspective. No, 100%. Not bitching, but saying no, it's different. Listen, and you know what, too, Elrad? I remember I went down in 2008, 2009, for just like a trip. We did it for a birthday. I went with a couple other guys. It was great, but we walked down there, and bro, like, I get weird vibes from places. And it's like you walk into like older houses and shit like that, and you just go, I feel weird. Maybe it's the asbestos, maybe it's not. I don't know.
I was there summer of 2002, where it was just a fucking hole, you know, a couple of fucking big ass fucking just fences with pictures and shit. You know, it was sad. I'm not gonna lie, but like, you know, like
when I went, it was just
like the way to get over shit is to move on and make light of it, and you know what I mean, like. Can't live in the past forever. You know, it's more. The internet grows and it gets harder to hide shit. You know what I mean? Everybody's starting to turn into a journalist. Every American is like lightweight doing journalism as like a hobby now. So like we're starting to find out that was probably an inside job. You know, so like.
Just so everyone knows, it was 42 minutes before we said inside job. Okay, it's not. Do you encourage
jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams?
I mean, Jesus Christ. Do you and Serge ever have the coolest beard contest? I mean, Serge would win every time, to be very clear. Serge has like a massive full beard. Mine is just I'm just terrifying, so I just don't shave my beard. But now I'm actually going to be working at a Halloween haunt, so I'm like, I kind of want to shave it off just before the winter and then grow fresh because I haven't been clean shaven in like a couple of years. So save beard, save a beard.
That could be a thing. Whoever loses the hot dog contest has to shave their beard.
So I start work tomorrow. I gotta go for orientation, and then I'm gonna ask them if they mind if I shave my beard or not. But we'll see. Yeah, and then we can put it on the table.
It's your beard.
Yeah, but I'm being hired to scare people, so I don't know how they're posing me, right? Because it's the same idea, like with Kyle when he was trying to get his haircut. Like they were going to pay.
That's a little bit different. Like he's doing an acting thing.
It's same. I do like the beaver shaved easier again to damn them. You're a dirty bird, Elrad. A dirty bird. Yeah, no, it's less.
He's not wrong. Have you ever got one of your beard hairs curled up into her thing and you're like, it hurts. It's like rips right at the neck. You're like, Jesus. Trying to get away. It's eating me.
Jet fuel doesn't burn steel beams. No, that's it's one of those things. That's fine. It's America's got over it. Jesus Christ, Marco. You dirty bastard. Yeah. No, everyone, we appreciate you guys watching. Watch an old classic horror called I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle. Is that a porno, Mick? It seems like that sounds like a porno. It's called "I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle." It definitely sounds.
That sounds like the Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
I mean, something like that.
Which wasn't good, for the record.
I mean, there's a lot of movies that aren't good out there, but that's the best part is some of the newest ones are not actually. So today, well, this past weekend was Batman Day. It's a proper laugh. I appreciate that. Then I will check it out, sir. That would suck. I mean, I think that's the whole point with a porno. There's lots of sucking. Having a motorcycle vampire, a vampire motorcycle. Does it suck human blood? I have questions.
Oil. Also, gasoline.
Why do I care? I would let him go in a parking lot and have everybody's day ruined. It has.
I mean, technically, that's what your car does.
It has a talking poo, which is surprisingly in a lot of TV shows I watch. Like Rick and Morty has talking poo. South Park has talking poo.
What is that?
Like poo that talks. What's wrong with you?
It's not really my like.
You're a horrible person, sir.
It's not my vibe. You know.
I mean,
I didn't like Rick and Morty. I didn't like. Somebody was like, "You gotta watch the Pickle Rick episode." I was like, "Okay, all right." I watched it. I was just like,
"Okay." So
I realized real quickly that I was like, "My friends are retarded."
Yes. Like, oh, listen. There's no question we're all retarded in some way. But the thing that I was thinking of is more so that when you watch Rick and Morty, it's extremely depressing. Like when you actually try and get,
I felt sad more than like,
yeah.
It was like it was trying too hard to be South Park, but like more science based rather than politics, I guess.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, Nick, that I think is just like, I think that's the problem with the universe. Is all of us are pretending to have our shit together when in actuality none of us have our shit together, and the people who have their shit together have no idea what the fuck's going on.
You know? When have I ever tried to pretend like I have my shit together?
There was that time. Just once. And then you admitted it. You're like, no, I don't get it.
Dude, you came to the crib where you met me, and I wore like flip flops the entire like week you were here, and it rained.
It was bothersome.
And then I had like a bald tire, and like one of my brakes was just making a noise every time the tire would spin. Like my car's better since then, but
I'm gonna check out that clip, Mick. It's Pickle Rick. I mean, Pickle Rick is Rick is super fucking depressing, but I'll just say that, yeah. So that's the thing is, Elrad, it's a weird vibe show, but it is like there's a new Japanese Rick and Morty anime that's actually my wife and I have been watching, and like it's very odd, but like it's worth watching. My students think I'm a hard ass. But you know what though, Nick? As the principal, I think that's better than them thinking you're not a hard ass. Like, because you're, for lack of a better term, you're the king of the castle, right? Like you're in charge. I know you are chief bureaucrat is what, like the job has changed from being the principal. It's just like a bank manager. Like I used to be in financial services. I have a watch. I used to be a financial planner. It was a wild time in my life. It's literally killed my soul. But like back in the day, a bank manager made decisions. Back in the day, a principal had decision process, but now you've been relegated to chief bureaucrat, which is ridiculous.
I was a manager of a bagel shop one time. Just so we've both been managers, so like we both have the credentials. Okay.
Yeah. That's not. There are no credentials.
I was actually shift lead, but like,
listen. People give these crazy titles. Oh, you're a key holder. Get the fuck out of here. How about that? Oh, you're in charge of. You're a shift supervisor. What? That means you're gonna pin whatever fucking happens on me? Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, are you a sandals? Oh no, he's not a sandals and socks guy. He's a slides and socks guy, and he will make sure to remind you every time you say, "Oh, put on your flip flops." He's like, "They're slides."
They are slides.
They're
different. They're good quality. They're like $70 flip flops, so they're slides.
Keep telling the story.
I mean, I got them at Goodwill for $12.
There it is.
They were brand new.
That's fine. But they
But
weren't
they are
good enough.
$70 of worth, or they were when I got them. So they're Air Jordan. They're Air Jordan slides.
Which I don't think that's a realistic comparison because Air Jordan is for basketball. And if you wear slides on a basketball court, you deserve everything you get. And that's going to be 2 twisted ankles and a black face.
Like okay, but the people who buy Air Jordans don't play basketball.
That's fair.
They pretend they play basketball while they smoke weed and watch old clips of Michael Jordan.
I mean, Yeezy Crocs. That's a crime against humanity. I have 2 pairs of Yeezys. I do not have Crocs in any way, shape, or form, and anyone who does is not allowed in my house. Fuck sakes. Yeah, I know. It's a lot. It's a lot, Elred. But he makes up for it. He let me stay at his house for free a couple times. So, like, what am I gonna do? I can't convert him unless I bring him shoes, which I may bring him shoes. Who knows? It's just one of those things. He has very small feet, so I can't give him hand me downs. If I gave him shoes, they would go up to like his ankles. Like
okay, calm down. Okay, I don't have small hands and feet. I have regular sized hands and feet. I'm just a big person, so they look small on me. Okay, they're normal, average sized hands and feet. Okay,
he's got the hands and feet of a guy who's like 5'7", but he's actually 6'1".
That's average.
It's weird. Okay, whereas I have the hands of somebody who's 6'10", but I am 6'3". So I have the belly of a person who should be 4'2". Doesn't matter. It's not. It's because I used to be a circle. All right, I have them. I bet you do. You probably walk around with them in just your underwear and your Crocs, and just looking at people.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as like, Kanye went on Alex Jones, Mark was like, "I'm getting me some Yeezys."
I mean, Marco called you out. His dick is small, but his balls are just really, really big. That's true too.
Kind of true. That's kind of actually true.
If it's not rabid or tearing up your trash, you'll probably be fine. Don't get sprayed though. I mean, that's fair. Elrad, I don't know, man. Between the hairdo, the footwear, and chain, I don't know if I trust. Oh no.
That's what everybody says.
When it comes to trust, this face is what you're looking for. Because I will freely admit, I'm like, yeah, I'll rip your arms off. You cross me, that's fine. But if not, we're good. It's fine. Yeah. No. Oh, Marco says I do. I appreciate that we're reaching out to more and more people who are batshit crazy like us. Because let's be honest, it's a thing. So, but I don't know. We came here talking about pumpkin spice. We lasted about 5 minutes. I think that's impressive. We ended up talking about 9/11. That's great. I mean, it's a good show. If you want,
9/11 always comes up in our chats. I swear.
I think it's because it's an equalizing event, right? Everyone we're dealing with still remembers it. I've only met like 2 people who are like, I don't know what that is, and I was like, you're a cursing on God. Like, I don't know. If you don't know history, you're a pride person. It's fine. But it's weird that way. But if you guys have liked this, please make sure you subscribe, like this, share it with your friends. If you want to ruin someone's day, you can send it to them too. We'll happily ruin their day. There's no problem. If you tag somebody in the comments of who you want their day ruined, we'll make it a point of doing that. Erwin, where you come back from?
What's up, Erwin?
Valley lads, we got stuff to talk about. Hell yeah, bro. You come back. You can come back tomorrow. We'll talk. If you ever visit Maine, I fucking will, man.
He's offering us his bungalow.
Bro!
We can both use his bungalow.
Hey, Nick, you can't trick me like that. I'll fight you, bro. You can't try and imprison me in your lake house bungalow. Okay.
So how does this work? When we both use the bungalow, can we both use the bungalow at the same time?
Listen,
like we spread the bungalow out a little bit and go both this like different times. Do we tag team?
I need to be clear here.
Power his bungalow.
Nick, you got to remember, I'm Greek, not that Greek.
Dino.
Right? So I'll fight you. Well, yes. Listen, we're doing
Eiffel Tower.
Okay, hold on. Let me get through these. We got to okay. Straight up. Yeah, no. We'll talk about Ottawa. Listen, I've been to Ottawa. Have I been to Ottawa? No. Almost Ottawa? I haven't been to I think I drove through Ottawa once, but
you Ottawa, go to Ottawa.
I think I'd have a fractured spine if I was in a trust fall with you. Erwin, that's fucking true, bro. I've ruined people's days with a trust fall. There's a guy who's in his entire channel. He's like, he just walks up to people he knows. He goes, trust fall, and just fall. And he makes me look like a little boy. And like, bro, I used to be 500 pounds. Like, and when I say 500 pounds, I was more than 500 pounds. The only thing is my scale goes up to 450. So every time it went on, it just said, "ee."
If I tell you to do a trust fall, like you want me to catch you, there's a good chance that I took an insurance claim on you.
100%.
Oh, you fell.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. No homo, nothing gay. Just didn't drink beer and stare at
Joe Biden's America.
Hey, hold on. How do we feel about drugs, Nick? Because if that's the case, I'll bring smokes, maybe some mushrooms. We'll have a great old time. Like we will see God. Maybe
cool with beer.
Yeah,
beer's cool for me. Yeah. You want to see me get drunk? You come watch us tomorrow night about this time.
Yeah,
hammered and cheese. We cook and I get drunk, and y'all can buy me shots.
Absolutely, and trust me. So on Thursday. So I'll be honest with you guys.
We're going to start the event Thursday too.
Yeah, I'm this close to actually getting monetized with my hours, thanks to Cole's help and all of our friends here. And it's been a wild ride. But that being said, on Thursday we are both going to be doing drinks. So I'm going to have booze and beers and wine, and I'm going to be drinking like a fish. But yeah, my camp is perfect for shrooms. Fuck yeah. Nick, I kind of am regretting all the bad things I said about my own principal. Maybe she might have been cool. She probably wasn't because she was really fucking old. But like, you're impressing me here, buddy.
Probably a dick, Dino. Like, you ever think that?
Like, I was not a nice person. Like,
can I tell you what happened with me and my principal? Like, a legit thing happened, okay? And I was a dick, okay? So this all started when my principal sent out a letter to all the kids. Parents that said, if your kid can cough at home, he can cough at school. And
what?
Yeah. So like right then and there, I was like, I'm gonna beef with this motherfucker the whole
immediately.
Final 3 months of school too. So I was like, I'm gonna just beef. I'm already done. You know what I mean? Like I'm graduating. I've already got there's nothing they can do. So like I'm gonna beef with this guy for the rest of the year. And like I made it this thing. So my mom would drop me off at school, and I would take my shit and put it in the classroom, and then I would take off and go to McDonald's. Well, he kept telling me stop doing that because it's a liability issue. Like I can't leave the premises once I'm on the premises. I was like, fuck you, dude, I'm almost 18. Like, suck my dick. You know what I mean? So he called my mom and told her that I was leaving school, trying to make it seem like I was skipping school. You know what I mean? And like I explained to my mom because at times she has a level head. You know what I mean? Like you got to match the energy of the room. You know what I mean? Like
100%. Oh, like yeah. Your mom is mean. There's no qualms about that.
I was like, no, I'm not skipping school. I'm going there, and then I'm going to McDonald's because I have a job and shit. And I'm paying with my own money. And my buddy David's coming. My buddy David's coming with me, and we're getting breakfast. You know what I mean? So the very next day, I had my mom drop me off at McDonald's instead of going to school, and I bought an extra sausage biscuit and a Coke for the principal, and I was like, "Here you go, Mr. Beckham. Hope you have a great day." And this motherfucker ate it. He ate it,
bro. You can't.
And he was the science teacher too. So my buddy David had him first period. So my buddy David was sitting in class, watching him eat.
Bro,
listen. It's the funniest and most awkward thing ever.
Of course. Hey, and if I saw him eating, I'm like, bro, where'd you get McDonald's? Where'd you get McDonald's money? Did you working for tax money? What the fuck is this? Yeah,
my buddy David, because he's got the mouth that I got. We got the same mouth, so he probably talking shit, dude.
Okay, listen to this. Okay, so Elrad says, come to Parliament Hill and smoke some dope. See, this is my thing, Elrad. It was the same thing when we had the G20 protests in Toronto. I'm like, I don't go there because I know I'm a shit disturber, and I'm big enough that I love to walk up to people and go for it, right? So I just don't go because I'm a problem. But yeah, what is on the menu for tomorrow? So because we're going to be gorging ourselves on hot dogs, we're thinking tomorrow we're going to do something light. But Cole, have you decided on anything specific? What we're going to be making?
You mentioned like guacamole or something like that, but I'm like, what? It's gonna be cold all week. I don't know what's going on up there with you, but I was thinking some kind of soup, and especially because we're gonna do the hot dog eating contest later this week. I was thinking something light,
Yeah.
So
all right. Yeah, we have some ideas. We may do soup or appetizer type stuff, but we're looking for something light. So if anyone has an idea, please.
we did salad last week is the only thing. So I don't
we
want
didn't
to do salad 2 weeks in a row.
We didn't just do salad. We did a manly Cobb salad.
Yeah,
so
we
you
did.
got your protein.
It had surf and turf on it. It had like
Yeah.
bacon and shit. Like, so it was like a legit salad, but
There was steak, there was shrimp.
Salad, but
yeah, it wasn't for I'm an asshole. It's okay. No, Nick, listen. Nick, I feel like everyone who admits they're an asshole is just someone who's capable of being an asshole. But we know that there's a time and a place. The time is most days. The place is in your fucking ass. But it's one of those things. I tuned over the principal's story. Can you? Bro, I remember getting in trouble for going to get coffee. And I was like, what are you going to do about it? I love when people are like, it's a liability issue. Yeah, you're liable. Best of luck with that. People are crazy. Anyways, problem, nah, bro. That happens inside that building. We chill out and watch. Yeah, no, this is the problem, right? Is Elrad, like I was raised to be steadfast on my principles. If it's your principle, you live and die by it, right? And that's why I have a problem with a lot of things that happen now is because people are wishy-washy. And I'm like, listen, if you want to commit to something, commit to it. That's fine. Right or wrong, commit to it. But don't turn around and then go, oh, well, that's not what I meant. Well, hold on. Be a man of your word or a woman of your word, whatever.
That's not a thing. Don't say woman of your word.
I'm trying to be.
That's not real.
I know it's not.
They say too much. They say too much to hold themselves to.
Oh, they don't even make sense sometimes.
Right? Yeah, you can't. They don't. They're all over the place. So no, they can't hold them to their word. They say too much.
Well, that was the whole thing. Like I learned recently was it's about women speak with their emotions, not their words. And I'm like, emotions aren't a language.
Conflicting points. Before. Yeah, I'm like, I can't. It doesn't make any sense. Like, so
of course not. We went from pumpkin spice to principles. I mean, we stayed in the peas. It's not bad. That's a good point, Victoria.
We're gonna get to pussy next.
I mean, Jesus Christ. On that note, everyone, this has been Life of Giants. Absolutely follow us, the Genetic Marvel, Sniffing Glue 22. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're not sure what we're going to be cooking, but it's going to be fairly late. Maybe a soup or something. Maybe, I don't know. We're going to bounce around a few ideas and see how it works, but tune in tomorrow at 7:30 on both of our channels, and we'll happily get fucking smashed as well. So we'll see you then. Always a pleasure, gentlemen and ladies. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you for watching, and please sub. Appreciate it.